BJP on Thursday announced its first list of 184 candidates for the general election. The list covers 23 states and union territories, including Bihar, West Bengal, Karnataka, Rajasthan, Mizoram, Arunachal Pradesh, Andhra Pradesh, Odisha, Jammu and Kashmir, Uttar Pradesh and Jharkhand, among others. In the first list of candidates, 16 are from Maharashtra, 8 are from Assam, 2 from Arunachal Pradesh, 5 from Chhattisgarh and Jammu and Kashmir each, 21 from Karnataka, 13 from Kerala, 10 from Odisha, 16 from Rajasthan, 5 from Tamil Nadu, 10 from Telangana, 5 from Uttarakhand, 28 from West Bengal and 2 from Andhra Pradesh. Senior party leader JP Nadda released the list at a press conference on Holi following 3 marathon meetings of the Central Election Committee. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will contest the Lok Sabha election from Varanasi, the seat that he represents in Parliament. BJP President Amit Shah will fight from Gandhinagar in the place of veteran leader L.K. Advani. BJP heavyweights such as Home Minister Rajnath Singh and Road Transport and Highways Minister Nitin Gadkari have been fielded from Lucknow and Nagpur seats respectively. Nitin Gadkari will face Nana Patole, who quit the BJP to join the Congress.
जो उन्होंने तय किया उसको आपके साथ में शेयर कर रहा हूं। कुल मिलाकर के हम 182 कैंडिडेट्स आज अभी डिक्लेयर करने वाले हैं। सबसे पहले तो भारत के प्रधानमंत्री, यशस्वी प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी, आप वाराणसी से चुनाव लड़ेंगे और हमारे भारतीय जनता पार्टी के राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष श्री अमित भाई शाह, आप गांधीनगर से चुनाव लड़ेंगे। इसी के साथ साथ लखनऊ से आदरणीय राजनाथ सिंह जी, जो हमारे पूर्व अध्यक्ष हैं, वो चुनाव लड़ेंगे और नागपुर से पूर्व अध्यक्ष श्री नितिन भाई गडकरी जी, नितिन जयराम गडकरी जी, वह चुनाव लड़ेंगे।
Union Ministers Jitendra Singh and Rajyavardhan Singh Rathore will contest from Udhampur and Jaipur Rural, the seat that they represent in the Lok Sabha, respectively, with Baijayant Jai Panda being fielded from Kendrapara in Odisha. Meanwhile, Union Minister Smriti Irani will reprise her electoral battle with the Congress President Rahul Gandhi from Amethi. Meanwhile, the BJP also re-nominated Union Ministers V.K. Singh, Mahesh Sharma, Kiran Rijiju, D.V. Sadanand Gowda, Babul Supriyo from Ghaziabad, Gautam Budh Nagar, Arunachal West, Bangalore North and Asansol, respectively. They had won the same seats in 2014. The party has re-nominated former Sinistar Hema Malini from Mathura. And Nadda said the party has also finalized names of all the 17 party candidates from Bihar and has sent the list to the state unit, which will announce it jointly with the allies, the JDU and Lok Jan Shakti Party.
एक बात मैं बता दूं, बिहार की सारी 17 सीट्स को सेंट्रल इलेक्शन कमेटी ने क्लियर कर दिया है। All 17 seats of Bihar have been cleared by Central Election Committee. We have sent that name to State Election Committee, and the NDA as a group will release the Bihar 17 seats of Bharatiya Janata Party.
The Lok Sabha elections will begin on 11th of April and will continue for over a month till 19th of May across the 7 phases, followed by the counting of votes on 23rd of May. The polling will be held for 543 Lok Sabha seats across the country, in which nearly 60 crore voters would be eligible to vote. Meanwhile, the BJP leaders exuded confidence that the party will again come to power.
पार्टी ने मेरे पर विश्वास जताया है और मैं पिछले जो मार्जिन थे उससे भी ज़्यादा वोटों से चुनाव में जीतूंगा और नागपुर की जनता का मुझे पिछले बार भी समर्थन मिला, इस बार और अच्छा मिलेगा और जो कुछ काम हम कर सके उसमें लोगों में खुशी है और चुनकर आने के बाद और अच्छा काम करेंगे।
कई लोग मथुरा के चाह रहे थे कि मैं वापस आऊँ, मेरे से बहुत बहुत बोलते रहते थे आप ही को आना है, आप ही को वापस आएंगे तो अच्छा लगेगा। लेकिन मुझे इस बार आई हूँ वापस, मुझे टिकट जो दिया है उसके लिए मैं अमित शाह जी, मोदी जी और जितने भी इस मीटिंग में बैठे थे उन सबको धन्यवाद करती हूँ, क्योंकि उन्होंने वापस मुझे चुना है। और मैं ज़रूर मेहनत करके यहाँ पे जो जो विकास करना चाह रही थी वो सब करके दिखाऊंगी।
I'm extremely grateful to the Honorable Prime Minister and also to my party President Amit Shah ji and also all the senior leaders of my party for nominating me from Ernakulam constituency. Even though Trivandrum is the official capital of Kerala, Cochin is really the capital. It is the industrial capital, it is the commercial capital, it's IT hub, it's a tourism hub. I mean, as far as I'm concerned.
Honorable Prime Minister, our party President Amit Shah ji and my state leadership for nominating me as their contesting candidate of Srinagar Badgam constituency. With this, the era of dynastic rule, the era of corruption by the leaders who have given nothing to the people of Kashmir, I think will come to end.
And our colleague Panchanan Mishra is now joining us on the phone line for more on this story. Panchanan, as the country is gearing up for the Lok Sabha polls that are now due in less than 25 days, the BJP's first list is out. PM Modi is to contest from Varanasi. Amit Shah is going to contest from Gandhinagar. How do you look at the BJP's first list?
Yes, after the series of meetings, CECs, on the holy day, this first list of BJP of 184 candidates has been announced, and there are several names which are very much crucial as for the point of election, as Amit Shah, who will be contesting from Gandhinagar. This is the name which was mostly surprised by most of the journalists. However, it was not the surprise, basically, because it was earlier said that Amit Shah might contest election, as he is a member of Rajya Sabha right now. But the seat from which the party veteran Advani ji was contesting since long, 1998, and Amit Shah was his poll manager. So Amit Shah is now going to contest. And with this, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, he gone for this Varanasi Lok Sabha seat, and we may see that there may be another list, and where PM Modi may contest from another seat, like in previous 2014 election, he contested from 2 seats. But with this 184 in this seats, many tickets, many names has been dropped, as we have learned that one Central Minister Krishna Raj's name has been dropped, and Bhuvan Chand Khanduri's name has been dropped, and also Bhagat Koshyari's name has been dropped. So winnability is a factor, and also to counter the opposition's Mahagathbandhan on the line of caste equation is also a crucial factor for choosing the candidates. And also all the central ministers, I think till now, has been given tickets, as it was said earlier that central ministers will be given ticket, and Rajya Sabha MPs like Ravi Shankar Prasad will be given ticket from Bihar. However, it has not been announced till yet with the coalition with its partner in Bihar. But it will be announced very soon, as we know that 25th of this March is the last day for nomination for first phase.
Yes.
So we will see that there will be another list soon. Aishwarya?
All right. Thank you so much, Panchanan, for all those updates there. And the BJP also announced the names of its 28 candidates from Uttar Pradesh, but dropped 6 incumbent MPs, including Union Minister Krishna Raj from Shahjahanpur and Scheduled Caste Commission Head and Agra MP Ram Shankar Katheria. The BJP has also dropped more than 25 MPs in the first list, but Nadda said that it is not final, as the party will be announcing names for the remaining seats in the 543-member House in the coming days. Now, UP, remember, sends the highest number of Lok Sabha MPs, that is 80, to the House, and the BJP had won 71 of them in 2014. The BJP has also dropped former Union Minister B.C. Khanduri from Garhwal and former Uttarakhand Chief Minister Bhagat Singh Koshyari from Nainital, with Tirath Singh Rawat and Ajay Bhatt replacing them, respectively. And the BJP also announced list of candidates for Odisha, Arunachal Pradesh and Sikkim assembly polls. The party has also released list of 100 candidates for the upcoming assembly elections in Odisha. The BJP has emerged as a strong force in Odisha in the last 5 years, and it is expected that the party would give a tough fight to the ruling Biju Janata Dal in the upcoming assembly elections. It is to be noted that several senior BJD leaders, including 2 MPs and some MLAs, have quit the party recently, and they have joined the BJP. Meanwhile, the party has also announced the list of candidates for the assembly elections for the seats of states of Arunachal Pradesh and Sikkim. Both the northeastern states will go to polls to elect a new assembly on 11th of April. The Lok Sabha polls will happen simultaneously with the assembly polls. For Arunachal Pradesh, the BJP had already announced a candidate list for 54 seats and announced their names for the remaining 6 seats. And the BJP, remember, which is in power in the state, will fight all the 60 seats. Its Chief Minister, Pema Khandu, will contest the election from the Mukta Vidhan Sabha constituency. The BJP also announced the names of 12 candidates for the 32-member Sikkim Assembly. Earlier, the Sikkim Krantikarchi Morcha had called off an alliance with the BJP and had decided to contest all the 32 seats on its own. And the Congress party on Thursday announced the names of its candidates for 3 Lok Sabha constituencies and 45 assembly seats in Andhra Pradesh. For the Lok Sabha polls, Congress has fielded Ramanna Kumari Pedada from Vishakhapatnam, N. Narsimha Rao from Vijayawada, and J. Lakshmi Narsimha Yadav from Nandyal. With this, the Congress has named its candidates for all the 25 Lok Sabha constituencies in Andhra Pradesh. A total number of Lok Sabha candidates declared by the Congress has now is at 149. The party also declared 45 candidates for the assembly polls. The Congress, remember, is going it alone in the polls in the state. There are 25 Lok Sabha and 175 assembly seats in Andhra Pradesh. Both Lok Sabha and assembly polls will be held in the state simultaneously on 11th of April.